Good evening, everyone. We are live at 5. Well, maybe it's live at 5:02 tonight. It's so good to be with all of you this Thursday night. I've, in fact, just got off the plane, rushed over to our corporate headquarters here in Seattle, Washington, so I could be with all of you across the United States tonight. And I know tonight we have so many of our members that are tuning in from a lot of different locations. In fact, I don't know how it's actually happening, but one of our members sent a message today saying they're packing their garage tonight so people can watch the social tonight. I don't know if the garage door is open so the whole neighborhood can see it, but I know this is going on all across the country. Solavei tonight hopefully comes to life for so many of you who are seeing what Solavei is, who Solavei is, and why we right now are one of the fastest growing technology, social commerce companies in the United States, and I'm excited tonight that I get to have the opportunity to share with you why this company, for me, is changing not just my life, but so many people's lives that are connected to it. So before we do, you know, Solavei was built on the premise that we're all connected socially. There's relationships that each one of us has, and through the course of the next few minutes, you're going to see how those relationships, that social connection, actually creates tremendous value for individuals doing what they naturally do every single day. But as we get into this, what I want to do is right now highlight some of the things that are social with our company. And what I'd encourage you to do, if you're seeing this for the first time, hearing about it, or you're a Solavei member, one of the hundreds of thousands of Solavei members we have across the United States, I encourage you to do this. Go to Twitter, use hashtag Solavei Socials, and tell us why you joined or why you're going to join Solavei. And what we're going to do is at the end of this social, we will pick a couple of the tweets, and we will give you a code so you can get one of the Solavei shirts. And we'll talk about that at the end of the broadcast tonight. So again, hashtag Solavei Socials, and tell us why you joined or you're going to join Solavei for your opportunity to win one of the Solavei shirts. As well, let me go ahead and give a couple of shout-outs, because you know we're all over Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest, where our members are every day talking and sharing about Solavei, and I love seeing the messages, hearing about how Solavei is impacting you right where you are. Let me give a shout-out right now. Bill Pitts in Oklahoma City. I saw today that there was a posting that you're at Denny's tonight. So let me just, for all of you that are at Denny's with Bill Pitts tonight, and you're hosting a Solavei Social there tonight, where this is coming to you live there in Denny's with your friends. I want to say thank you for joining us tonight. More importantly, thank you for being with Solavei and sharing with your friends everything that we are. As well, let me give a shout out to Adam Wagner. Adam, I continually see you every day. When I go to Facebook or our Solavei Facebook page, or even on my Facebook page, I'll continually see you posting and sharing with your friends. I love all the Solavei Up banner shots that you in fact post. So Adam, thank you for being a part of Solavei. So over the course of the next few minutes, start tweeting why you joined Solavei, or why you're going to join Solavei, and we'll give away a couple shirts at the end of this broadcast. So all this starts with you getting in. And before I get into this, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Again, Ryan Wirtz. I'm the founder and CEO of Solavei. I've been in technology and telecommunications industry now for over 2 decades. I've had 3 successful exits. My last company I took from an idea. Took the company public after creating a global leader in mobile data services and solutions for some of the largest mobile operators around the world, to over $1.2 billion value company. And it was 2011 that I stepped away from that company and was planning on taking a couple of years and doing nothing except spending time with my family. That lasted just a couple of months, and I had the vision for Solavei, which has now turned into a company that is being seen and recognized by not individuals just in the technology industry and telecommunications, but more importantly, individuals, that this company is about you. In fact, the tagline of our company is powered by relationships. It's our trademark. This whole company was built, formed, created to be about people. And so the first part of this tonight is getting in. And what does that mean, get in? Well, today what get in means is over 300,000 people saying yes, and what they've gotten into is the very first service that we brought to our members across the United States is unlimited text, data, voice, 4G nationwide, where today you can get your mobile service, which is on top of one of the leading mobile operators' backbones, T-Mobile's, all through Solavei. So when you turn on your phone, like my iPhone, when I turn it on, it's got Solavei in the top left corner, our network on top of T-Mobile. Again, $29, $39, $49, $69 a month unlimited. I used to pay $130 a month. I now pay $49 a month unlimited. I love the savings that comes with it. But Solavei is so much more than mobile. In fact, it's very similar to where Amazon started. They started with books, but Amazon, you can about get everything in the world you want to there. But they had to start someplace. We started with mobile, and I'll tell you more about why that is so important to who Solavei is today. The vision of our company, which you'll continually hear about, is we have a focus on positively impacting millions of people's lives by enabling them to do what they do naturally every day, except get rewarded for it, find personal gain from it. Around the mission of our company, where it's all about making commerce less expensive. The things you're buying every single day, make it cost less. More importantly, the second part of this is also making it profitable. And the analogy I always use is Costco. Costco, when Senegal and Brotman, the two founders of Costco here in the Seattle area, founded Costco many years ago, they had an idea. If we could take the collective buying power of millions of people, their members, and use that as leverage to drive down price for primary goods and services in bulk, and then pass along the savings to their members, we could create great value for each one of them. Well, they did that. The interesting part is we're doing the exact same thing, except not doing it through a big warehouse where you have to get in your car to go to it. We're doing it all through technology, through a platform, through a social environment, doing the exact same thing, driving down the primary services and goods of your life that you use every day, making it cost less. More importantly, taking another step is making it profitable means we're taking the billions of dollars in advertising that's already being spent and moving it to the greatest form of advertising, which is people, you and me. You think about the places you go shop today, the places you go eat today. Most typically, in fact, I was on the plane coming back. A lady was coming to visit her daughter, 21-year-old daughter, moved here 3 weeks ago, and she asked me as I'm flying next to her today. She says, "Do you have any good restaurants that you would know in the area?" Well, I immediately ripped off the 3 favorite restaurants that I have here in the Seattle, Washington area. Again, that word of mouth is so incredibly important. Now, imagine this. Imagine if she went to those 3 places tonight or over the next couple of days when she's with her daughter, and she went to that. Imagine if there was an economic benefit that came to me because I did that, something that was important to me, instead of restaurants having to actually pay money in advertising or whatever the good or services is. That's the premise behind that mission that we have as a company. And it was really underpinned by 4 key trends. 4 trends that, frankly, where it started in 2011 when I saw this, when I had the vision for the company, has only accelerated. Number 1, the economy. Worst conditions since the Great Depression. If you look at today across this country, the reality is the majority of people, in fact, approximately 75% of the United States population makes less than $70,000 a year household income. 50% of the United States population makes less than $47,000 a year household income. The second trend I saw was that of social media. I mean, it's what we're doing tonight. I mean, look at this, Live at 5, the Solavei Social. We're right now utilizing a social medium for us to be able to communicate, and what would typically have been something that many years ago you would have had to be sitting down with each other, you now literally can engage through social media, whether it's Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest. It's literally changed the way we act and interact and how we take in information. I mean, think about the information we share now. We never would have shared that openly to the world, or the picture that you would take of yourself on your vacation, put it on a wall where everyone in the world can see. That's what social media has done. It's actually shifted behavior. The third thing is mobile. 300 million mobile phones here in the United States. 5 billion around the world. The average price that people pay for the mobile services bill here in the United States each month is $71. It's literally become a DNA imprint of who we are. I mean, what is one of the very first things you do when you wake up in the morning? Most people, one of the first things they're doing is they're actually picking up their phone and seeing, who texted them, emails, Facebook messages. It's literally changed our behavior. Number 4, social referrals. And it's really accelerated over the last 12 months, even more so than I thought it was going to, where you see some of the largest companies today, whether it's DirecTV or it's the new company Uber, which is in a lot of parts of the country where you now get your black car instead of a taxi, over $4 billion valuation, or Zulily, where a lot of women going to Zulily now, and almost that whole company was born to where now over $3 billion value in the public markets today, all because women got a benefit, $15 referral when a friend of theirs actually went and shopped at Zulily. And I go on and on and on about the dynamic around the social referral today. It's all back to, people trust when friends share something with them of value and quality to them. And it was ultimately those 4 trends that I saw converging. And it converged into us creating the very first social commerce network. And it's this social commerce network that we've created, Solavei has created, this platform that is ultimately today leveraging social media to ultimately facilitate the buying and selling of products and services. And then what we do inside of this network is directly rewarding the members who are participating in that value exchange. So now think about this. You've got some of the largest brands, so whether it's an AT&T or Facebook or a Coca-Cola or a myriad of large brands that are trying to get goods and services to consumers. What we're doing is taking, what first is mobile, utilizing T-Mobile's backbone, putting it inside of the social commerce network, and you can think about a myriad of different goods and services, which I'll talk about in a second, all coming through this platform. And then what we do is we ultimately take those services, moving it into the network of our members to where when they like it and they share it with their friends and family, they're the ones that get rewarded. So how's it work in the last 16 months? We launched the company on September the 21st, 2012, so just about 16 months. And since that time, as of today, over $21 million we have paid to our members in the forms of $20, $40, $60, $100 a month for simply sharing and being the ones that are talking about Solavei and becoming today the brand that's our objective is become the most recognized and rewarding brand that you have in your household. We've done it all through a platform that's been created that ultimately does 4 things. 1, we enable our members to pay less for goods and services. Number 2, it's the very goods and services that you're already buying every single day. These are the things when you wake up on January 1st this month and you looked at your monthly budget, it was sitting there. Our objective is how do we make those things cost less? Well, here's how we do it, through the 3rd thing, which all of our members are tied together in community. And the best example I can give, because I think everyone can relate with this, is if you today go down to maybe a local store. I always like using the example of a barbecue store, barbecue grill store, and I go in there and I talk to the local owner and I find the barbecue grill that I want. I negotiate my price. He gives me his best price he can give me. I don't buy it, and I go home that night. I've got 6 of my buddies over at the house, and we're grilling some hamburgers and steaks. And I tell my buddies about this new grill that I'm wanting to buy and that I found. They said, you know what? I want that grill. The next day I go down and talk to that barbecue grill store owner. I said, I know you gave me your best price for that one grill that I was going to buy, but what if I buy today 7 grills? I can almost always guarantee you it's going to be a better price. Now, let's take that same example. And what if it was 1,000 friends that went to go buy something? Or in Solavei's case today, hundreds of thousands of friends go and buy something. Or in the future, where it's millions of friends going together to buy something. That is what the Powered by Relationships, that is what the community of Solavei is. Where together we focus all of our efforts, collective relationship, to go and take those primary goods and services that we're already buying every day, and because we're doing it together, it costs less. Number 4, in the whole process, instead of typical advertising that is having to be paid, we use a natural exchange through our platform to where it's our members that are the ones that's getting rewarded for simply sharing the things that they find of great value and quality. We began first with mobile, and why we began first with mobile is not because of 300 million and it's ubiquitous across the country, but really 2 things. And it's really strategic, and it's what you're a part of from day one. Those of you who are members in Solavei, you're here right at the beginning. I always say it's like you being at the very beginning of Facebook, sitting in Mark Zuckerberg's dorm room. That's where you are today with Solavei. The two key reasons is one, is it creates an economic conduit. Yes, I was paying 130 before, and now it's 49. Well, like you sitting there right now with one of your friends, or the friend that actually asked you to watch this tonight, they shared this with you. And because they share it with you, and you probably are already carrying a mobile phone, and you know what, over 240 million people in the United States, they pay more than $49 a month on their mobile services bill. Well, it was as easy as me taking my SIM card out, putting my SIM card in, my Solavei SIM card in, and now I've got mobile service from Solavei, paying 49 instead of 130. Well, because of that economic exchange now happened, because it's your friend that shared it with you, when you now start using Solavei's mobile service, your friend is getting it rewarded by their bill going from 49 down to 44. They're going to get $5 for that happening each month, every month. Now, that's turned into now over $21 million we have paid to our members across the country, and that's how we have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people without ever having to have a radio spot, ever having to have a television commercial, ever having to go and put a billboard up, all because our members are the ones sharing. Number two is the communication conduit. And because you're carrying this phone with you every day, over 50% of our members every day are actually inside of My Solavei, which is the whole experience of Solavei that you have on your phone or on the web. And for us now, because we have that connectivity, we're able to bring to you, again, remember that community, hundreds of thousands of people bound together, soon to be millions. We're able now to go and bring the other things that you're already using every day and bring it to you at a better price. So a couple months ago, we actually announced Solavei Marketplace, and this is where we now have 16,000 small and medium businesses across the country. We now have 400 e-commerce sites. We now have the majority of the top 30 national retail brands. That all because you're a part of Solavei. And here's what's amazing: there is no membership fee with Solavei. There's no, smoke and mirrors. We'll come and pay, $50 or $100 or $300 to become a member here. So you can get this stuff. You know what? It's just come use your mobile service at less price than you're already paying right now. But because you're a member of Solavei, you now can have the benefit of Solavei Marketplace, where you can go to your favorite coffee shop. In fact, I loved one today. There was a posting today. One of our members went and bought UGG boots, and they went and bought UGG boots, got the great price that the price that they were hoping to get, but then they got rewarded 9% back to them, all because they're members of Solavei. And you can replace that with your favorite grocery store, with your favorite coffee shop. Again, the majority of 30 national brands, 400 e-commerce sites, and 16,000 retailers across the United States, all because you're a member of Solavei. You'll see coming in the future of Solavei, everything from energy to financial services to cable. Again, the things you're already using every day, all of us together, this company of friends, today sharing Solavei together, and together getting it for less and actually seeing it benefit us financially. And I could talk a lot about, a company as a great example, like I said earlier. With Amazon, they started with books, but Jeff Bezos, when he founded the company in '95, he wasn't thinking about just being a book company. Even though he started there, he had to start someplace. He knew he was creating a distribution platform that began there. Same thing with us. We began this company to be a social commerce platform, a new way of actually seeing distribution actually be created. We had to begin with mobile, and very strategic for us and why we did it. And every one of our members that we have with Solavei understand now that the mobile phone that they're carrying every day is so much more than just what it's always been, just a communication device. It's now an actual conduit for them to be able to see great benefit from the billions of dollars of opportunity that's across the world in commerce. You look at what Amazon did in their first calendar year compared to what we did in our first calendar year. This past year, in our first calendar year, every single quarter by quarter, from a revenue perspective, we actually surpassed what Amazon did in their first calendar year as a quarter by quarter. But what I love is this whole first part of this get in is me tonight sharing with you why this is such an amazing company. And it's funny that all that I just said, and it really just one entry point happens to be you just getting less mobile service, great mobile service, great value, great quality, but being dialed in right now on something that is got a tremendous amount of momentum. And why do we have momentum? It's the second part of this, which is called Get Social. You're going to have three things: get in, get social, and get free. And this whole Get Social part is this whole company was built on, the social graph, the social platform. And if you look to the left here, in front of you, you see mobile service. You get your mobile service. We've done that with building everything upon the social graph of Pinterest and Google Plus and Facebook and Twitter. We're simply now, by putting a platform in the middle and you becoming a member of Solavei and having mobile service, or having in the future what will be energy and cable and other things we have, and you just simply share with your friends through a simple invite that we put in the middle of your app, in the middle of our outreach management system, where you can share a graphic on Facebook, tweet a message, share one of the 1, 3, or 5 minute social commercials which you may have seen. And when one of your friends sees it and actually goes through the enrollment process because maybe they were needing mobile service and they liked the price, you're the one that gets rewarded. And every single month you're going to see a benefit of $5 each month for every single one of the friends that began using Solavei. Now, it started there, but it's not just about a one-to-one. It's about a one-to-many, because we're all connected socially today. I never would have imagined years ago that I'd have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of friends connected to me, and me connected to them. And that's just what happens, and how we have now everything from college students to 70-year-old grandmother. It's now got 5 and 100 and 200 people connected to them socially, and connected to them socially with Solavei, where they're getting benefit because of that, and so are their friends. And what's amazing is how that's now translated to where you look at J.D. Powers, one of the leading companies that actually judge how brands are actually being seen in the marketplace. And you realize across social and across online, in just the course of the last 16 months, over 1.7 billion impressions across social and across online. Not because we advertised, but because our members were so proud and so excited that they began sharing Solavei with everyone they knew. Now, I want you to compare that. Us with hundreds of thousands of people versus an AT&T with 100 million subscribers. They had 1.5 billion. But more important than that, and this is more important than that to me, is we have a 96% net positive customer sentiment rating. What does that mean? Simple. Is that 1.7 billion impressions, 96% of those impressions on social and online were positive, compared to an AT&T, 21% of that 1.5 billion were positive. That's our members every day sharing Solavei. And this is an example. What you're seeing in front of you right now is where our members are every day what we call Solavei up. And we've literally had thousands upon thousands upon thousands of postings that's happened on Facebook, and thank you for handing that to me. People carrying this. I carry one with me everywhere I go. And what's been amazing, how many of our members now said they've got new members that got mobile service and get great value, all because they were holding up the banner and asked somebody to take a picture for them, and the person said, "What is Solavei?" And they told them. They sent them a social commercial, and next thing I knew, they got another member with Solavei. It's all about Solavei up, and it's exciting to see that it's people that are the brand versus us having to go and do a radio spot or a television commercial or put up a billboard. Our members have so much pride with Solavei that they're the ones letting the world know about it. Moves us to the next part, is get free. What does get free mean? Get free means you share, you get social, you now move yourself in the path of actually getting free mobile service. We have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people today across the United States today, all because they share. They've eliminated one of the primary bills they have in their household. Well, some of the things that happen when you come through enrollment, which happens in about 5.5 minutes, where you get your mobile phone, you get your integrated into our social community, you get your Solavei bank account, Solavei Visa card, which every one of our members gets. That comes to social members. And when you come through the processes, you're going to be actually embedded into the social community. And again, you're embedded here because one of your friends that you're connected to shared it with you. And what I love is let's say that you today enroll with Solavei. You share maybe in the first 1 or 2 weeks about Solavei, by posting one of the graphics on Facebook, and you'll literally go into my Solavei, into our outreach management system. And all you got to do is click a button, and it'll actually share it for you. or you take one of our social commercials and you actually attach your emails to it and actually send it out for you. And you get a little notification, let's say after the first week that says Jason just enrolled, congratulations. Well, when you do that, you actually want to go back into my Solavei and see how your network's growing, because what's so different here than Angry Birds is you actually get rewarded here economically when others that that you refer things to actually end up themselves using it and actually embracing the services of Solavei. Some of the things that's in here as far as tools is how we make sharing really easy. This example here, it says right in the middle of your screen, Amy Carney just got free. Who's Amy? Well, Amy may be your friend that 2 months ago when you enrolled with Solavei, you shared it. One of your friends' name was Amy. She started using mobile service because she liked $39 a month unlimited text, data, voice for herself. But what she did is she started really sharing it with a lot of her friends. Well, today you're sitting at lunch, this little notification pops up in the middle of your phone that says Amy Carney got free. You love that because that's your friend who's getting great value from Solavei and now has got free mobile service because of you. You click the little send congrats button in the middle of your phone. It launches a message into the Solavei community that says Amy Carney got free, congratulations. But it doesn't just launch it there. Now into Facebook, into Twitter. Now here it is on Twitter. Congratulations, Amy, for getting free mobile service. Well, what happens next? Because now it's not connected to the social graph. All these people are seeing it. Living your friends say, how did you get free mobile service? Well, with a little link that's sitting there that gets clicked, it takes them immediately into the Solavei experience, where they're now able to see the entire Solavei experience, and when they actually enroll, you're the one that's getting the benefit and the credit. And as I said a few moments ago, you come through the enrollment process, you're going to get your Solavei card. And what I love with this is it's so different than just Costco that's got millions of members. It's great that they're able to drive down price and pass the value. We're doing the exact same thing. What Costco doesn't, they don't have the billions of dollars sitting in checking accounts and savings accounts of their members. And this is the whole purpose we have here. If we can move billions of dollars from out there, waste and advertising, to our members, so these cards around the world, we can use that as further leverage to try to push more value back to our members. So if you think about how this all works, you enroll with Solavei because of the value. You share with your friends because of that value, and it's also going to be important to them. Now you earn. Well, you earn, and it's our job as a company, how do we make those dollars go even further? Thus, we introduce Solavei Marketplace. Places you're already shopping. It's now where you go and use your Solavei card. Because you're attached to Solavei, it now costs less. You see more money is put back onto your card, and this virtuous cycle just starts going faster and faster and faster. All because one day you said, I want to share with my friends something that's of great value to me. And every one of your friends that you share Solavei with, they begin using Solavei's mobile service, you're going to get $5 a month. Not one time, but every single month. You're going to get Solavei's mobile service, which ultimately where that getting Solavei for free. So where this puts us all right now is today, get in, get social, and get free. And here's how that all happens. It starts with you. You start sharing, you start getting social, and you start seeing free mobile service with Solavei when you see your friends get involved. So, number one, get in. If you're seeing this for the very first time tonight, you've already got the first thing, and that happens to be a mobile phone. You're already spending it every single month. I'd love for you to start spending less, and actually not just being less, but actually helping you benefit you so much more. So it all starts with you being a part of something that's much bigger than yourself, being attached to a vision that's about positively impacting millions of people's lives. We're all part of that equation. Number two is getting social. Tonight, that's what this is. In fact, I'm going to be coming right back here on Tuesday night, live at 5, where you can just share the socials.solavei.com with your friends, and you know what? I'm going to be talking to them for you. At the same time, you can be able to go, as soon as you enroll with Solavei, go directly into our outreach management system. Click on Facebook and share it. Click on Twitter and share it. One of the graphics. Send some of the social commercials out directly through our outreach management system, and you'll be surprised to see how exciting it is when you get that little notification that says, congratulations, your friend just enrolled with Solavei, which then leads you to getting it free. And how that happens is the more and more of your friends that enroll with Solavei, the less and less you pay. Our job is, as a company, is to see us do everything we can to help you get it free every single month. And you be one of those individuals we can say we positively impacted them right where they are. And so what happens tonight when you enroll? You start sharing. In the first 30 days, you share and 3 of your friends enroll as well. Not only are you getting $5 a month, every single month off, so that'd be $15 a month off, so that $39 a month phone bill is not only costing you $24 a month, or $29, only costing you $14. But we're also going to give you $50 at one time for that happening. And we've got a lot of people who start sharing and sharing and sharing and use our systems to help them do that, where it's not just at $50, but because 6 people, because of 9 people, turns into $150. Not only that, but the $45 a month off their mobile phone bill because that happened. Again, back to that getting free. So all of that to say Solavei is an amazing company and that is doing amazing things. It's not just us now. When I launched the company with the most incredible executive team, most incredible members across the United States, it was all of us believing it. It's now a reality. There are hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of people who have said yes to Solavei, and now we're some of the largest companies are recognizing Solavei as one of the fastest growing companies across the country today in technology and in social commerce. And so I really appreciate all of you tonight, even through this social, who have tweeted, who have shared, who actually been on Facebook tonight. But let's go ahead and announce. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and announce tonight who our winners are tonight. Those who tweeted why you did or why you are going to enroll in Solavei. And so I'm going to go ahead and announce the 2 winners first. So first, Joan Wolke. I enrolled to make a little extra money and free service. I love that anyone can do this. I am showing everyone who will listen. Joan, thank you. That right there by itself is what makes us excited here. And I want to congratulate you tonight, and we'll be sending you that code so you can get your free shirt. Joan, thank you for being a part of Solavei. Next winner tonight is Vanessa Galindo. Vanessa, congratulations. She said, I joined Solavei to help change the world one person at a time by freeing up money and time. Vanessa, that's incredible. Congratulations. But you know, it's something you said here. Lines of something when you get off the elevators here in our corporate facilities. There's a big saying on the wall that says a single relationship can make life better for many. And you know what? That is exactly what you said in your tweet tonight. Thank you for being a part of Solavei. Let me give a couple other mentions on some of the tweets that were out. Here's one from Laura said, I joined to save money on our cell phone. Got hooked when our bills became free. Now I'm addicted to helping others do the same. I love that. Ken said, I joined for the savings. I'm staying for the relationships that I've made, but the income that I'm now getting doesn't hurt either. That's awesome, Ken. Aaron said, I saw the value in a company that gives back to its customers. That is the core of what we've talked about all tonight. And so congratulations to each one of you, and thank you all for being so vocal, being so social about Solavei. And I want to go ahead and announce tonight publicly that next Thursday night, I'm going to be live in Dallas, Texas. I know we have thousands upon thousands of members all across Dallas, Texas, and I'm going to be there live doing this social live in Dallas, Texas, Thursday, January 23rd. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific, so it's going to be at 7 p.m. Central Time. It's at Slate at Two Creeks, and we're going to have a lot of fun together that night, and I'm going to be live with a lot of people around us. There will be hundreds of people that night that'll be there for that live social. We're going to have a lot of fun, so if you're there in the Dallas area, I look forward to being with you at that time. You know, for tonight, we've come to the close. But I want to say to you, if you're seeing this tonight for the very first time, what I'm hoping that I have the opportunity to do is to send you a little message that says, welcome to Solavei. And I look forward to, in the future, when I'm in your area, to be able to shake your hand. And again, thank you for being a part of this night. All of you that are Solavei members across the country, thank you for being involved, and thank you for being so bold and so proud to share Solavei every single day. God bless. Have a great night. I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday night at 5 o'clock Pacific time, live at 5. Have a great night and a great weekend.